Hey Ritesh, welcome to RealtyMyths podcast session.
Thank you.
And today we want to have your expert opinion on just to know why people do not perceive real estate as a career-oriented sector. Why they hesitate joining real estate sector. Well, let me give you a brief, background about why I'm asking this question to you today. As per some of the reports, the real estate sector, particularly the Indian real estate sector, is expected to be dollar 180 billion market by 2022. And still, if we talk about today's scenario, there are almost a shortfall of almost 4 million employees in this sector. Why is this so?
A very valid point. See, there are, if you categorize the overall issues, then I think there are primarily three issues which, are persistent. One is, of course, the people do not have the mindset for real estate. They don't see real estate as an industry or an overall mainline job opportunity for them. So this is first is mindset. Second is from the government perspective. Even if you see that there are a lot of institutes, you see that this is a law institute, this is an architecture institute, or this is say a banking institute or an engineering institute. But you would hardly came to know that this is an institute which is specialized in real estate. Now real estate is also consistent of a lot of department, but still there has to have an overall industry perspective to the market itself. How does the market move? What are the basic definitions? How does overall dynamism changes?
Mm-hmm.
What can be the opportunities in the market itself? What all innovations can you do in the market? Because so that there is no overall institution which gives you these sort of case studies.
Mm-hmm.
Thirdly is from the industry itself. When I say industry, as in the real estate industry itself, because real estate industry has always been focused on more on unorganized thing than considering the mainline job opportunities or going to the campuses and picking out professionals from there. So what happens in TCAP? Someone has come for an interview, you've taken an interview, conducted, you like it or you don't like it, or they want to still be mainly focusing on if sales is happening, everything is good.
So if I categorically talk about the problems due to which this scenario is persistent in this sector, let's categorize the kind of job opportunities available in this sector. You have architecture,
Yeah.
you have engineering, all consisting civil engineering, manufacturing, mechanical, electronic,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Then you have legal support system as well, finance.
Even recently, automation and robotics and AI, this is also
Correct.
playing a
Animations, 3D and 4D animations are also there, graphic designing is also there. So you have all sort of things available in this sector. Still, people are not coming to it. So if I talk about you said mindset as one of the
prime
problems.
factors. Yeah.
What is it? Why the issue of mindset?
Whenever we are looking out for a job, so as a student or maybe as as a professional, what do you look for? One is it has to be stable. First, it has to have regular career growth and opportunities which might come across your way. So these are the things which have never come very categorically or not been shown very categorically to the people that if you are in real estate, boss, your job is stable, or secondly, like I said, so ultimately that mindset of security or safety never comes. If it will not
So
come,
they are not been able to build up the trust.
of course.
Also, you mentioned about education system. So yeah, I mean to talk about real estate specific courses. I of course I do not remember any. Even if you talk about case studies in colleges, you might get case studies related to marketing, FMCG sector,
FMCG,
manufacturing, automobile.
electronic,
But there's no
automobile,
case
yeah.
study I think pertaining to real estate sector per se.
See, this is one of the prime reasons, because what happens that if an industry is an organized industry, right, and then there are people who are writing white papers, who are providing those documentations. So this is, you can always relate back to the first point also, that transparency. If I am not giving you certain data points, how would you create a market research about me?
Correct.
People are finding to do a market research. Even you will see now a lot of developers are doing market research before entering into a new market, but they are not providing their own data so that a person can analyze their own company, how it is growing, how it is not growing, what are the opportunities, how stable would that be. And that is one of the biggest problems. So one is of course that. Secondly, when it comes to the educational system, yes, like you have MBA in HR, you have MBA in sales, you have in marketing, you have in hotel management, you have a lot of other career opportunities, but you don't find any course specialized, let's say even of say a course of a 1 year certificate program in specialized in real estate customer relationship management, for that matter innovative construction techniques in real estate development.
Correct.
Or anything specific to commercial development or residential development, what all features that you need to look at. So such curriculums are not available. Yes, one is of course the demand is not there, but it is not that people are not working. You have talked about the scarcity of 4 million people, but if you see, there is a n number of people, I mean millions and millions of people who are working into the industry, but they still don't have a you can say a professional degree for that particular industry they are working for.
And the third point, you talked about real estate sector itself not coming out in full potential and showing what all it has got and what all it can offer to the public at large. What do you mean by it?
See, when it comes to any industry, right, although real estate one is not been recognized as an industry, that is one of the problems. And a lot of builders have always been saying, you will find them that we want our industry status and everything of that sort.
Does it matter?
Yes, of course it does matter.
Okay.
But after agriculture, real estate contributes maximum to the GDP of
I think
of the country.
one of the is the second largest
second
employer.
largest employer, second largest employer also, and it also
Contributes around 6 to 7% to GDP.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it is such a large sector, why the industry status is not there?
Mhm.
So developers are asking for it, but the problem is, if developers want to do an introspection, are they giving complete reasons for a government to recognize it as an industry status? If it is, because are we complying to all the licenses or the authorities that needs to be done? I'm sure the way all these RERAs and GST and these regulations which are coming up, you will see in some time some more development, some more professionals getting into the job, because in any case after all this development, those fly by night operators will not be available. So we hope that in some time from now we get to see a lot of professionals coming into the domain, and you will also find subject experts to suggest and become actually your advisor while you are buying a home.
So today we talked about why people do not consider real estate or perceive real estate as a career-oriented sector. We got to know there are 3 basic reasons behind it. The problem of mindset, the problem of the education system. We do not have specialized courses related to real estate and different aspects of it. And the third is the sector itself. The real estate developers are not coming in full potential and showing what it has got to offer. We are hopeful that with the policy reforms like RERA, GST, also demonetization to some extent, has helped the sector become organized. And going forward with this organized mindset, people will try to explore more opportunities in this sector, and the sector will grow. And today it is contributing around 6 to 7% to GDP. We hope going forward with this organized structure coming to the picture, the sector will be contributing much more than what it is contributing today. Thank you for joining us, and keep watching our channel for more such updates. Thank you.